Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you the conditions that have been going on around my house the past, pretty much the past month or two. So I did do a video on a lot of thunderstorms that were coming through about, sometime a month ago, and that was like, I did film it, but that was like one of our only thunderstorms we had in almost 2 months. So I do want to show everyone how dry it has been, how hot it has been. Thankfully today we're at 75 degrees. Was some drizzle earlier, kind of went away. It's just one of those fall days. I'm kind of in a cooler wedge right now across the southeast. We're getting a little bit of a cool down right now. But the past probably month or two, it's been consistently in the 90s, and we've been seeing no rain at all. I saw like maybe 1 inch over the past whole month. I was checking that today. So as you see, there's a lot of leaves across the ground. I'm going to explain why that does not mean that we are having huge fall, fall conditions, because we have definitely not. This cool down's probably going to last till the weekend. We'll be back up into the 90s by early next week. So I'm cherishing, what this weather's like right now. But you can see how it's just been these leaves. If we were to look, you can see this leaf is really brown. Even though it looks like a fall leaf, it is not. It is just, it was so hot, it was so dry, it just didn't have, these leaves just dried out and fell from the trees. You can see how this tree especially has a lot of leaves off of it. Both of these do, but especially this one does. And if you were to look over here, you can see most of the leaves are green. So it's not really because it's fall, as I did say. It's just, it's been so dry. And you can see how many leaves there are. I may even have to rake it. But you can see how dry it has been. We're going to look through these. And you can see how all of these are just really brown leaves that have dried up. And there are huge amounts. It looks like fall, but I'm telling you it is not. Now, a lot of people do mistake this for being fall, but that's not always the case. A lot of times it can just be, it sounds like ASMR, but a lot of times it can just be, it's just so dry, these leaves just fall down, and they can't live. So that's kind of what this is. This is not fall. I did want to kind of explain to some people, if it's really hot at your location and you don't have that, I'd say you don't, it looks like fall because all the leaves are falling off. That's not it. None of your trees are colored, which means you're not getting that fall foliage, which is what you usually do end up seeing. So that's kind of what we try to look at when we do this. I mean, when we're looking for fall, but that's not what we're seeing. So we're going to go down into my woods really quick. A lot of bugs down here. But you can see how all these trees are just really green. It's been a very hot feeling. I haven't came outside in a while just because of that. And you can see how many, there's a spider web there actually. I actually kind of want to turn on the flashlight just to be a little safe. Yeah, it may go a little dark in here, but you can see there's actually spider webs all over the place. So we're going to try to dodge around them right here, and you can see how, sorry for these vlogging skills, I know they're terrible, but you can see all these really dried up leaves, and whatever is on the tree still is green. So we still do have this summer feel. It's just been very hot lately. I think the coolest we've been able to get is like 70 degrees, which I would say is, pretty mild. It's not, it's not hot, but it's definitely pretty sad when we're already halfway through September. I think they said this is the 3rd hottest beginning to a September since the 1920s. So this has been a really miserable year. I think it was one of the hottest, or the hottest, or something like that. One of the hottest years for the whole globe on record. So it's been a very hot year. And I just kind of wanted to show y'all how, the effects of that and kind of what that is doing to my backyard. So you can see definitely how everything's just, I would say everything, all the animals are probably enjoying it, but it is messing up a lot of, the people. Some of the animals it's messing up. Maybe they thought it was going to turn into fall, but it didn't. So stuff that they were getting ready for, cooler temperatures, it just isn't happening at this, the usual time it does. So they're kind of having to get used to it. But you can definitely see, this is a really good shot, but you can definitely see, it's, these woods are alive, but you can see how many leaves there are from how, especially from how dry it's been. All these leaves all over the ground, everywhere across my whole region. and it's just not been a good year. Now you can see there are those green leaves because it's been very hot. I mean, it's not been cold to where every single leaf comes off, but whatever precipitation we do get can help. And we do have these really hot tropical, I wouldn't say tropical, but these really hot conditions, which is kind of the reason it's like this. But you can definitely see how summer-like it still is in the middle of September across the southeast. Very, very dead leaves all over the ground. Probably not going to have a very good fall this year for this reason, because most likely a lot of these are going to fall off before we get favorable conditions for the fall foliage to come in. Like when we usually do end up getting these really good reds, oranges, yellows. We might get a week of that here, and then everything falls off and winter comes. We usually don't get a fall or a spring. It's usually winter and summer here, and that's kind of just how it usually is. But it's looking like another repeat of a lot of years we've had here. Last year was better because it was, we had those really wet times, but that caused a lot of flooding, so we really can't find a balance here. It's been really extreme, but you can see that bed of leaves over there. Just been crazy with all this dry and hot air. So that's kind of an update of what's going on in my house. I hope it isn't this way at your house, but I know a lot of people across the U.S. this has been going on. As north as you go, it has been. But I do hope everyone enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.